We're originally from Mexico. We came here in 1983 when I was 1 year old and Edgar was 4. We always been very close. And we were always taught up to respect, our elders and stuff like that, to love one another no matter what.
Jose is a really good guy. He has been taking care of the family for quite a while. Jose's a sweetheart.
He's a big part of my heart. I love Edgar. He's amazing. He's someone that when I never saw a lot of myself, he would see a lot of me, and he is the reason why I am where I am now.
I was tested positive in 2010. 2 years prior to that, I was constantly getting sick. I said, just give me a full checkup. I didn't know that you were supposed to ask for an HIV test. When I was finally diagnosed that I was HIV positive, it was a big relief because throughout these 2 years, I wanted to know what I had so I could go ahead and start taking care of myself. And I didn't know how the family was going to take it, so that was a little worry. The stigma that's still around HIV.
I thought just because he had HIV, he was going to die. He was going to die soon, or he's going to get sick. That's what I was afraid of because I didn't know much about HIV at that time. So we went to some classes and then it started explaining to us what it was and where to get help. That's the first step we took. I came home and I explained to my parents what it really was because they didn't know much about it either,
They actually thought they had to do like a separate restroom, get different utensils, different sheets, and it was hard to hear that they were actually thinking that because I obviously knew that it was not passed around by touching or kissing or hugging, but they didn't know that. That
was a conception that we first had at first. But once we went to the classes, we knew that you cannot get HIV by a hug, a kiss, by sleeping next to them, by eating off of the same plate, by sharing your spoons. You can't get HIV from any of that. You can't. And when we found out about Edgar, we just became a lot closer. We couldn't let this break us apart. If bigger problems hadn't broken us apart, this wasn't, and it actually brought us a lot closer.
I've been very fortunate to have a lot of support from my family and my friends because in my case, it helped me, like I said, to fight to live. So I'm fighting for myself and I'm fighting to live for them. If I didn't have the people that I have with me, the depression would have taken over and that would actually lead to me not wanting to take my medications, not going to the clinic, taking care of myself. I probably would not be here right now if I didn't have any support.
HIV can be controlled with medicine. And if you take care of it, you can live with HIV for a long, long time. You can die from old age before you die from HIV.
It's important to take your meds, especially I believe with any disease you have, but someone who's HIV, it's really important to follow your medications. I'm lucky to say that I'm undetectable right now. Being undetectable does not mean I don't have HIV. It just means that it's really low inside my blood. And that has to do a lot with taking my medications and following the doctor's rules. It means that I'm healthy and I'm less likely to pass it on to somebody else.
I was asking both of me and my mom, when do you have your next clinic? Have you taken your medicine?
Something my brother Jose always tells me is, you take care of yourself and I'll take care of you. I think I'm the lucky guy. It feels really good.
For more information about supporting loved ones living with HIV, go to virginia.greaterthan.org.